Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the rest of 2025. This is for basically the real 2025, which is starting in May. You have the coffin and the moon to kick it off here. This is from the Gilded Lenormand. And this could represent like hidden fears or needing to let go of some fears that are holding you back. And that's pretty much what I would do with those two cards. The reading starts off pretty good. I mean, you have the Star, the Hangman, and the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords could be the fears part of this. She is trying to protect her heart on the Two of Swords, and she's not seeing this new option behind her, which is the island behind her on the Two of Swords. And, so she's not like opening her heart, basically, to something new. And the story of the Two of Swords is that she's fearing getting hurt by the rocks that are in the water on the card, and she needs to go to that island behind her again. But if she put the swords down, she could take her blindfold off, and she could see things more clearly, and she would be able to walk over to that new place. So a lot of you are probably being guided towards a new location. Not like literally, maybe. Like this isn't saying like, oh, you have to move or something like that. This could just be you are being guided towards something new. You start with the Star, the Hangman, and the Two of Swords. The Star can represent a wish or wish fulfillment, and that is definitely popping into my head. I almost never say that the Star represents a wish, because it's a card of hope, faith, and renewal, but it can represent a wish. The Star is also about having a North Star, having one big thing that you focus on here, Aries. So I think having a focus at this time would also be very good for you, like picking one thing that you really want to accomplish and making it happen. I also am getting here that you need to ask, like, she's pouring this water right here, and this water is pouring into the pool of universal consciousness, and we see these ripples going out into the water. And so it's like there's something that you need to ask for, like maybe literally just the universe or something like that. You have the Hangman. The Hangman is just very obvious right now because we've had like 6 months straight, 7 months maybe of retrograde since November of last year, and we finally, today is the last day of the Venus retrograde, thank God. And all the retrogrades are over for a little bit of time here, and the Hangman kind of perfectly describes retrograde time. During retrogrades we are put on pause so that we can gain information. And he has put himself on pause. He's sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs, and his head is glowing so that he can gain enlightenment. And you have the Star, and the Star is enlightenment. So a lot of you, right now, this reading is meant to represent the real 2025, which is like May till the end of the year. But even right now, you could be gaining answers on like what to do next in your life. And I would just get moving. The Hangman, all he has to do is get off the tree and start moving forward. Next, you have the Two of Swords. It's like, I feel like you are trying to negotiate with yourself here. We go up Two of Swords, Page of Swords, to the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles, he is kind of like equal give and take. He's giving to one person, but not the other. And I kind of get that feeling here where some of you could be thinking about making a decision that might like upset some people or one person and, not upset another person or whatever. But this could also be you. Like you could be the person that you don't want to upset. So, but, it's like sometimes I think people make decisions that hurt themselves because they don't want to hurt other people. And I feel this is saying that you might have to make a decision like right now. I would say, this is for the rest of the year, but I feel like this is something that you are dealing with like right at this moment where you might have to upset some people, but at the same time, it's your life here, Aries. And I think you need to remember that, that it's not someone else's life, right? So there you go. With the Star, you have the King of Cups. King of Cups can be your emotions. And, he is sitting in the deep ocean. And he has explored his emotions to a very deep level. But he is making decisions from a wise place because he's sitting in these choppy waters, but he is perfectly fine. And, his face looks fine because he has explored his emotions. He knows how he feels about everything he does. This could also be your emotional connection to something with the Star. So a lot of you could either have an emotional connection to like a goal, or you are developing an emotional connection to a goal that you want to accomplish. And the King of Cups can kind of be your guide. He says, follow your emotions as long as they are stable and healthy, and you will be fine. This could also be love. We have the King of Cups, Page of Swords to the Ten of Cups. So either a person has their eye on you, or you have your eye on a person, or you're both spying on each other. I'm not sure here what's going on. It kind of looks like both. It kind of looks like two people who are spying on each other at the moment. And so, yeah, I don't know if that helps you make a decision, but if you're interested in a person, I would go for it. It looks good. With the Hangman, you have the World. Wouldn't surprise me if you decided to move this year. You don't even have to move this year. You could just be deciding that you are going to move in the future. Some of you, it could be now. Some of you, it could be next year or the year after or later. But I just feel it's kind of like a decision that you're making. So, yeah, don't be surprised. The other thing is, like, don't be surprised if you travel somewhere this year and then decide to move there. It's like you never know. Many years ago now, I can't believe it, in like 2016, or 2015 or something like that, I went to Seattle with my brother, and like literally 6 months later, we moved there. Literally. So you never know. It's like sometimes you go somewhere and you just end up moving there, right? So there you go. With the Two of Swords, you have the Page of Wands. Yeah, I would definitely be open to adventure. I'm telling you right now, this is like a repeat message for a lot of people, but it is important. Right now we're in a time where we have to adventure. If we stay stuck in our comfort zones, we're definitely going to be stuck. So we need to make sure that we're trying new things. We need to make sure that we're, experiencing as much variety as possible. So, here's the other thing. Is if you notice that you are getting into a comfort zone, like if you're doing something over and over and over again and experiencing Groundhog's Day, just try something different. Literally, that's what I would do with this card. And it could be any type of adventure that you're going on. It could be starting a new business, could be learning something new, could be dating a person. Just try something different. And, again, it's kind of like a weird message because it's not really like advice, and it's going to be different for all of you, but it is important. Next, what are we doing? We are looking at, these are all suggestions from the audience here. So we are going to look at how will things be different when we get into the real 2025. You have the Shark card. It says survival and power. You also have this Lion. It says strength and success on it. Really good here, Aries, So I feel like you are very strong, probably creating success, and you probably have a lot of power as well. I do think that Aries needs to get out of survival mode. Survival mode is just like, kind of also like Groundhog's Day, where it's like you're just doing enough to survive. And so I think there are probably some changes you could make to fix that. And I would, but these are two very good cards. You have the Seven of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, or when you know that you can create a success in something, that's when it will truly be successful. So Seven of Wands is all about your beliefs and developing those deep beliefs that you can be a success at whatever you're trying to do. I also feel it's an amazing time for boundaries for Aries. One thing I will say for Aries is family. Family. So I feel that there could be people, it might also be people you consider family, right? And there might be some people that you have to upset. I'm cheating a little bit because of your astrology, but I just see it. I think that moving throughout the rest of the year, there might be people who need something from you that you just can't help, or quite honestly, maybe they should help themselves because they're probably adults, right? And so in a lot of ways, I think you need to make sure, it's like, sometimes I think that we can get taken advantage of by family or people that are close to us, even if like they might not really be trying to take advantage of us, but they kind of are at the same time. And that's what I feel like you need to be careful of for the rest of the year. And probably I would say until like 2026, past 2026, like, through the whole year of 2026. There's just too much stuff where like I feel like if you're going to get in trouble, that's where you get in trouble. You have the Page of Swords. I don't know. I see this as two people spying on each other for whatever reason. So, take it how it resonates. Someone is watching someone here. And, if you want love, this is clearly like a new person. It could be you. Like if you're interested in a person, then I would say like start flirting, stop spying, or something along those lines. And obviously if it's the other person that's spying, I don't know. I can't really do much about that because, I can't roast them in my videos because I don't know who they are. But I would say I'll send them vibes. I'll send whoever this person is vibes to start talking instead of spying. But it looks good because you go down to the Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups is happy home, happy family. Definitely could be a person you have a family with in the future. And even if you don't want to have a family, it could just be a person that you have a lot of fun with, or that makes you very happy. You have the Two of Pentacles. Yes, I think it's going to be a very busy time for Aries, but I would say this is very good in the first place. I feel like Aries is definitely one of those signs where, like, when things are working, you just want to work more. And that's kind of the feeling I get on this Two of Pentacles. Like, work could be working, as in you could be getting a better result financially, or maybe a project that you're working on is actually working better than it was. And I feel that motivation with the Two of Pentacles, that it's like something that's motivating you, so you want to work more on it, whatever it is. Of course, Two of Pentacles says work hard, play hard, so make sure you're balancing the energy out. Also, same thing with the Six of Pentacles as well. Six of Pentacles says make sure you're not giving from an empty cup, and make sure you're filling yourself up. With the Seven of Wands, you showing up here, the Emperor, pretty good. I mean, whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength and allows you to get what you want from the reading. But I also feel it's just kind of solidifying the message that said you have to put up boundaries yourself. With the Page of Swords, yes, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, pretty happy to see this here because, again, obviously if someone's just spying on you and you don't know who this person is, I don't think they're spying like a creep. It's like this could be a person that is interested in you and that's it, right? But the Ace of Pentacles would be an offer. So I do feel that there will be an offer made in whatever the situation is. The Ace of Pentacles is also amazing for any opportunity that is coming your way. So the Ace of Pentacles can represent a big opportunity that could be very abundant. The Ace of Pentacles we have to nurture like a garden. There's this garden here at the front of the card. And so we have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight, and make sure that it grows. And if we do that, then things will go well. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Six of Swords. Improvements in general. Yeah, like I said, exactly what I said. Sometimes I think if work improves, you feel more motivated and you want to do more work, which creates more money. So, I feel that this is really just these kind of like general improvements, especially for those of you with a business, but also for those of you that work. And even if you're retired, right? This could be something where you're working on a side project or you're just working on a personal project. And because things are going well, you want to do more work. But like I said, I don't really see anything here in this reading that says that you would get burnt out, but just don't, right? And if you do that, you'll be fine. Next, we're going to look at what you can't see coming. You have this reconnect card in this request card. I said it on the star card. You need to ask for what you want. So if there is anything that you want at this time, I would request it from the universe. I would say, hey, universe, I want this thing in my life. And the universe will guide you towards it, probably through your inspirations, because you have the Star and the Ace of Wands. The reconnect card, I feel like, is saying that you could be reconnecting with like family. You have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups can be like a reunion. And so there could be like certain family members. Like I said, family is a big theme for you, and even just people that you consider to be family, even if they're not family. So you could be reconnecting with someone who's important to you. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. The Six of Pentacles is equal give and take, of course. It's giving to one thing and not the other. This is going to be important for you to pay attention to, the Six of Pentacles. Make sure that you are giving to things that give back to you. The Six of Pentacles is also my card of planting seeds in a direction. It says, like, if you're trying to build something, plant a seed, see if it grows. If it does, great. Plant another seed, keep going. If it doesn't, do something else, right? We just have to pay attention to the seeds we're planting with the Six of Pentacles and if they're growing or not. And if they're growing, great, keep going. If they're not, then do something else. You have the Four of Pentacles. I feel pretty good about this because you have the King of Pentacles as well. The Four of Pentacles normally I don't really like because it's a card of holding on too tightly to something. And so usually we are choking things off with the Four of Pentacles. We're holding on so tightly that we are preventing the flow of energy, right? But with the King of Pentacles, this actually could be very good if you're starting anything new. So, and also with the Ace of Wands as well. So if you're starting something new, the Four of Pentacles and King of Pentacles are both kind of like foundational cards. They kind of represent working on that foundational energy, or the beginning stages of something that you are building upon. And so if you are doing that, then this is very positive. I also feel you could be stabilizing your finances. You have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty, or happy home, happy family, good things happening after a difficult period of time. These people are choosing happiness. They are standing in the real world, but they are choosing to celebrate the 10 cups that are above their head. So choosing happiness could be an important theme for you here, Aries, as well, over the next, probably next year. The other thing is that this definitely could be a person. So, like I said, if you are, I don't always read the Ten of Cups as like, representing love. Like, yeah, sure, it represents love, but really it's like happy home, happy family, right? But I do feel that this could be a person that you will have a happy family with, or that you will just be happy with. So I like it. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, doing your own thing. Funny enough, I kind of look at her as a little bit of fool energy, kind of, because she has this sunflower here, and the sunflower points towards the sun. She also has this black cat right here, and the black cats in the tarot were considered very unlucky. Black cats in general, back in the times of tarot, were considered unlucky. The whole point is she doesn't care what anyone thinks. She just likes the black cat. So if you are doing anything at all that is important at this time, you are probably going to have people that tell you that you're a fool or that you're crazy for wanting to do those things. But again, your job is to not listen to anyone but yourself with the Queen of Wands. And I feel that is going to be very important moving forward. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Page of Cups. Yes, again, this person will get off their ass and probably make a move. Obviously, if you're the one that's spying, then you're going to have to make a move here, Aries, or you're going to have to do something like flirt, throw spitball at the person, walk up to him and pat him on the shoulder. I don't care. Figure something out here, Aries, and make your move, because definitely looks like a good connection for sure. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, make sure to make time for fun and happiness, just in general. Just forget about love, right? Two of Pentacles just says with that Ten of Cups that you need to make sure that you're making time to do things that are important to you. I say it all the time. We are in a time where we have to make sure we are filling our fun bucket. There is no quicker way right now to crash out and crash and burn than to only work. Mark my words. It's worse than any time in history right now, energetically. So we really need to make sure that we are focusing on happiness. Why? Because there's a lot of stuff that is making people not happy in the world. So the universe is like, we need people to be more happy. The great way to do that is to be happy. Just you, right? You can change the world through happiness and through being happy and bringing more happiness into the world. So anything you can do to do that would be great. You literally have the Star card. The Star card, we have Pluto and Aquarius. I believe everybody's spiritual job right now is to be an inspiration to other people. That doesn't mean you have to be perfect, and you only really have to inspire like one person. One person is enough. Next, we're going to look at what is the best future for you to step into and how can you do it. You have this card. It says it's time to release negativity. Yes, definitely a time of mindset. Like one thing I didn't realize about this set of readings, like sometimes I have a feeling of like how the readings are going to go before I start. But definitely everyone has had something about needing to adopt a positive mindset. So that's important. You have this card that says bring love into the situation, and you have this card that says you are very close to achieving your goal, which is amazing. So definitely could be close to a goal. And for love, yes, I think all you have to do is bring love into the situation, and it will probably go well. You have the King of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Ace of Wands. The King of Pentacles is a card of financial security, which is pretty much what I feel for you. I feel pretty good about money for Aries. Just just in general moving forward. I think your money could be improving significantly. Now, there's one thing you have to really pay attention to. No get rich quick schemes forever, for the rest of your life. No, money is going to come to you if you build it to be permanent, right? So you have to make sure that you are working on things, that you're building a solid foundation, and that you're using your skills as well. He has these grapes on his cloak, and the grapes in the tarot, they represent having a specific skill that is difficult for most people, but that you can do well. So it really represents, using your skills so that you can be successful. And I would make sure that you are, kind of like developing the right skills for success, if that makes sense. Next, you have the moon card. The moon is a period of like fears, fantasies, illusions, not seeing things clearly. For you here, Aries, I feel this card is saying you need to see things through to the end. You now I have the hiccups, but you need to complete things, basically. I think I said this to you recently that a lot of like old astrology books, which actually aren't completely accurate. They kind of represent, they will say that Aries is the initiator, which is true, but a lot of those older books that are considered a little bit more negative, they will say things like Aries doesn't finish things, right? But astrology is not a prison sentence, and the whole point of astrology isn't to be like, oh, I'm an Aries, I'm screwed, I can't get things done. The job of you in astrology is to overcome those things and to learn from that and to learn how to finish things, right? And so I believe that, again, astrology is loose guidance at best. It's just energy we have to work with. So I feel that anything you are working on, any projects, any ideas, make sure that you're really seeing those things through to the end, and you will get the rewards. You have the Ace of Wands, definitely a lot of passion here. If you're attracting a person, I feel like you two won't be able to keep your hands off each other. So, I don't know, typical Aries connection probably that's going on here. And I don't know, I feel like you'll enjoy it. So, I don't know, have fun, be safe, right? I also feel that there could just be a passionate new beginning starting for you just in general. And so if you're starting anything new, that looks good. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card. You could be making more money, is what the Temperance card says. I believe we have unlimited potential, and the Temperance card is about turning one thing into another. I would take a close look at your skills. Like, you might have a skill that you don't even realize how valuable it is. Like, you don't even realize the potential that you have. So I think you should look at your skills and say to yourself, how can I use these skills in a different way? Or, how can I present my skills differently? Or, can I use my skills for something else, right? And I'm trying to come up with some better examples. I really don't have any good examples for you, but, that's what I would be thinking with that card. With the Moon card, you have the Queen of Swords. A lot of clarity. I mean, you started with the Hangman. Like I said, we're finally past all that retrograde BS. You're probably already starting to get more clear on things that you're working on. So, again, I feel pretty good about clarity for you. Okay. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is like, maybe this has been slow, if this is love. The Knight of Pentacles is like slow progress or slowly moving forward. I feel like there will be growth because you have the Ace of Wands there. But the Knight of Pentacles is like not making a move. So if this is love related, it's like someone needs to make a move. You have this Endurance card. This card says don't give up with the Moon card, basically. So I feel like you have to go the distance with anything that you're working on at this time. Just tell yourself you're going to finish one thing this year. One thing. That's it. And that's all you have to accomplish. And, I think if you do that, it will really change your life. You have this Criticism card. Yes, I said this. You need to be careful of what other people are saying because it will probably affect you. It's like part of me feels like you're a little bit being like a Pisces right now. And not a criticism here, Aries. But it's like, us Pisces, we're very sensitive. People say mean things and we go and we cry, right? And so I feel like this is saying there could be people who are, with the Queen of Wands, I said this earlier, are like criticizing your ideas. They could be saying you're being foolish or whatever. But they don't know what you know. And I feel that is what you need to realize here, Aries. You need to really pay attention to what you know and don't listen to people who don't know what you know. You have this Flattery card. excuse me, I don't know if you're trying to talk yourself out of this or what. It's like these two faces are facing away from each other. These two faces are facing towards each other. It's like sometimes I think we can be interested in a person, and it's like we try to talk ourselves out of it. We're like, no, this person wouldn't be interested in me, blah, blah, blah. No, this person is totally interested in you right here. So I have a feeling that if you go for this connection, that people are going to be disgusted by you. The two of you. They're going to be paying for hotel rooms for you here, Aries. So I would just go for it. You have this detachment card, like this, the secret of life, the secret of everything, right? Just being detached, not attaching anything to any outcome, just seeing how things go. Probably the best thing for you. And finally, what do you know? You have this inspiration card, so definitely a time to be an inspiration and to follow your inspirations as well. I love this reading for you. If you can't tell, Aries, very good. I like where this is going, so thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your year.